Good morning, everyone. So, yesterday was quite an interesting day. My relaxing time I spent at the ocean, just walking up and down, and I came upon a bed of shells. And it was so exciting because it was all of like my favorite shells were in this one section. And as you bent down, you just continued to pick them up, and each one was more beautiful than the next one that you picked up. I just got excited because I knew I was going to go talk to my teenagers last night about how, you either build your house on sand or you build your house on a rock. And a lot of people build their house on sand because they take in the world, and they forget that the rock is Jesus and that we have to build our life upon the Lord. I have to tell you that I struggle with that at times myself, because you want for everyone to like you. You want for everything to go perfectly. You want to be thin, or I want to be healthy. I don't know if I want to be thin. But you get my point. And so, that's like picking up these shells. We keep picking up more and more shells, thinking they're going to make us better than what we are. And we take pride every time we find a new one. Maybe it's just me, but I take pride in every time I find a new one that's prettier than the next one, and it's bigger than the next one. And then when I find a small one that's unique and beautiful, I get so excited. And you can look at this a couple different ways. We can look at it and say, that's how God is. Every time he looks down, he sees us all in this bed of shells, and he says, man, that one's perfect, and that one's perfect, and I love that one, and I love that one. Or we can look at it as we're the picker, and we just pick what we think we need and what we think is perfection in our life, and we build our foundation based on those things. That is a harsh reality for an almost 30-year-old to think about. I look at my friends, they're all happily married, they all have children. Some of them are not happily married. Some of them are on their third babies. Congratulations. And I think to myself, maybe they figured something out a long time ago that I didn't figure out. And then it hits me like a ton of bricks. God has already picked me up. He's already called me perfect. He's already said there is no perfection better than you because I created you. But what he is saying to me is, you have to look at yourself, Amber Drew Foster, every single day and see the perfection I have put in you. See the beauty I have given you. Look at your heart, not your face. Don't let the mirror constantly be what you are against. Instead, embrace who you are. Embrace that I have picked you up and called you beautiful. I don't know who you are that are watching this video, and there might only be 5 of you that watch it, but one of the 5 of you probably needs to hear the very same words I need to hear. That although I sometimes feel like I'm not worth it, God picks me up and he calls me beautiful, and he says, you know what? Build your house on me. It will never fail. It will never be rocked. It will never blow down, because I love you and I will protect you and I will be there. So look, today's an interesting day for my family. Happy birthday, Jacob. It's amazing to me what life can be like when you open up your heart and you're willing to let go of your anger, you're willing to forgive, you're willing to love recklessly, you're willing to know that God has a plan. It's always amazing to see what God will do. Take the chance, will you? This is Almost 30.